Welcome, one and all, to another episode. I do not know which number it is. My apologies. I cannot remember. But today we've got some things that we would like to accomplish. Last episode, we explored those trail ruins, and I think, we still have a very messy shulker box. So we're going to leave that be for now. And I think what we're going to do is trade with some of our villagers, get some quartz, and then see what we can do on this roof up here to make things just a little bit better. We should probably do this. All right, and we're going to start by swinging into our iron farm and snagging our iron. We don't have a ton of it, but we have enough. Man, I like flying out of that hole. To me, that's pretty fun. Okay. That being said, let's do our iron trades. And then we will get our quartz. 3 for 1. That's great. And like I've said many times, we don't need to make the trades better than this. It's plenty of iron. We're going to do our first round as double, I think. Both the regular quartz and the pillars. And then the round after that, we'll probably just do regular quartz. Make sure to go regular quartz first. It is the harder of the quartz to get, and it's more versatile. So it's nice to... What happened here? Okay, that's fine. Alright, one more time through with our iron trade, just to make sure we keep our emerald reserves up. We'll try to get rid of all this iron. We don't really need it for anything else crucially bad right now. But we do like having a little bit extra iron on hand. Alrighty. And see, we can't even trade with that guy. Interesting. I don't really understand the mechanics of villagers all that well. What I do understand is sometimes they like to trade with you, and other times they don't. Alright, we're flipping all our trapdoors down too. There we go. And we can get rid of our emeralds and our iron. And good, we don't have any iron to trade, so we've been keeping up quite nicely. We're going to go ahead and get some more bamboo as well. And there was a suggestion to put composters on top of our hoppers, and that will make our world have less lag. I think that's a great idea. We're not going to do it quite yet. We'll do it after the update comes out where auto crafters are, because then these hopper lines are going to change. So I don't really want to double down. We'll deal with slightly extra lag for a little bit at least. And I'd really like to do another layer of that quartz. Alright, I'd also like to make a bee farm. I think that would look really nice. And we also, I think we're going to use our deep slate slabs and our smooth stone. But we'll talk about that in just a moment. I'd like there to be a small little courtyard right in front of the treasury. And it would probably just be a square, however big this is. I don't know exactly how big this is, but whatever. And I was thinking of doing this checkered pattern for that. But first, I'd like to get this roof sorted out. So we're going to swing up there and get the roof sorted out. It shouldn't take us all that long. We've already determined that we want to go with this look. We'll end up filling in this almost as a walkway, which means we're going to need a boatload of slabs. So let's grab a bunch of our quartz. That's probably a good enough boatload for now. Alright, however many stacks that is, that's what we're going with. So what I'm kind of thinking is nothing fancy for this roof, because since they're half slabs, nothing can spawn on them. And I'm thinking we just see how it looks if we go over like this. And there's probably a better way to do this. And by probably, I mean I already know a better way of doing this. So let's go ahead and do it that way. The way I like to do it is you space out 3 blocks wide. I know this is 4 right now, but it's 3 really. I'll show you at the end. And then, the question also becomes, how far over do we go? And do we have a bed on us? Important questions to ask ourselves. So we'd basically want this to go all the way over to here. And this is why I like it 3 like this. And what I always do is I just run along in place. And I guess it's not much of running. We'll go ahead and throw that down. Sleep it up. We also want to light up this hill so that we can, when we AFK our creeper farm, it is more efficient. So we might do that today as well. And we really just want to see, okay, how is this flat roof going to work, especially with the raise that we have, the kind of A-frame look that we have over here. So I'm thinking we bring this all the way over here, and then I'm not sure if we want to do another smaller one. I'm not really sure. So we're just going to try to get most of this in. Yeah. Try like this. Just to see how it looks. Right? That's the main thing. We're always trying to decipher how something's going to look for us. Alright. And we're going to cascade it in. I don't know why. There's no real reason. Just see how it looks. We might become inspired later to do something potentially better. But for now, this is as good as it gets. Alright. I think that'll get us, this basically gets us a quarter of the way done with the roof. Alright, and one last line here. There we go. And now, do we want to look at this and see how it looks? I think the answer is yes. We will swing up here quick. I think that's going to look pretty good. Yeah. Okay. And I don't know if we want to slope that down, but one thing I do know we want to do is swing down here and put in some half slabs. Half slabs will save us blocks in the end. So if we can use a half slab instead of a full block, hey, we're going to do it. So we want to go ahead and get this done with, because I'm quite confident that we're going to keep it looking like this. This will kind of be what's going on the outside. Now mobs can spawn on this, so we're going to want to put some sort of light in or under or around these windows. It's just a matter of what we want to do. And I'd really like it to be frog lights, I think. I don't really care which color, because I think they all emit the same colored light. and there's a certain way you can place them so that it doesn't really matter. So we'll probably try to do that, although now that I'm seeing this, the corner is actually going to matter. So that's a bit unfortunate. Yeah, alright. Well, let's go look one more time, see how it's coming along. Yeah, I think that's going to look really solid. Okay, so we're going to leave it as is for now. And I guess we'll fill in the rest of this. We're going to ignore this wall over here. Yes, I know that sounds strange, but we are. Okay, very good. This will be the turn, which is fine. Which means it goes all the way to here. And as you can see, it's already starting to get dark down there. So if it goes to here, yeah, turns. Okay. That's pretty much all we needed to do, was that right there. Because this will be our walkway, I think. Will it? Let's look. Yeah, it will. Okay. So let's go ahead and bring our roof out to, where's it go? It goes to here, and it'll wrap this way. Right? Right. We're just going to say right, even if it's wrong. Okay, perfect. So let's go ahead and get back up top. Sometimes you can just kind of like, you can get a block and a half if you do the floating jump with your elytra. It's one thing that I've learned throughout the years. Alright, so now we need to determine if we go over here, this should be good for us. And we're just going to do all these half slabs. Yeah, it's a lot easier to do this if you're in creative, but this is not. Never mind, we're out of half slabs. Well, we're going to make some more. We're going to turn pretty much everything we own into half slabs. Yeah, all our quartz. This will get us basically 4 more stacks of half slabs, which should cover majority of our roof. Alrighty. And it's kind of a mundane task, but it's not the worst task. And at the end, it should look pretty good. We're keeping this build very simple compared to some of the other builds we've done. I just want to see how it's going to look. And yes, someday we might tear it down, but that's fine. If we were to go all the way to the other side with this, which is what I think we want to do. We want this to go all the way to the other side and then kind of cascade down based on how this roof looks. It's a bit of an interesting concept, but I think in the end it should look pretty good. I could be wrong though. We're going to give it a go. And then we're going to make sure the inside of this building's lit up properly. Oh, roofs. My least favorite thing. Okay, that should be adequate. And we'll go ahead and do this one. Alrighty. And it might be worthwhile to go ahead and do, well, no. We're going to do the stripes and see how it looks. When you're building up high, it's much easier for me at least to do it like this. And then you just run back through and fill it in at the end. But you can kind of get a good feel for how your build will look based off of these stripes. So I like to do them. And I just go out 3 blocks. So 1, 2, 3. And then on the 4th block, I place the line of whatever the roof material is. I also do this with like floating floors, just anytime I'm off the ground and can't reach what I am building, and I know I'm going to need a large surface area. This is the way that I like to do it. I've done this to spawn-proof things. This is pretty much my tried and true method. So 1, 2, 3, and on the 4th, you just go ahead and pillar it out. Because then filling in the other 75% of the build goes much, much quicker than this. Which I don't think we're going to do today due to the fact that we don't have enough quartz. The sad truth of that matter. So now, I'm normally a build once, measure twice kind of guy. I would like to get at least one segment done on the back end. At least one. Because that'll show us if we've done it right. So one of these segments, they're tileable. We'd like to get one of them done over here just to make sure we haven't goofed, which is common practice for me. But, you know what? We're gonna risk it. There we go. Oh, an Enderman. What's he holding in his hand? Huh. Whatever. We'll deal with that later. Okay. I said we're gonna risk it. And we are. We are going to risk it. Let me just think one more time. Okay. Yeah, it should be good. I've measured like maybe 4 or 5 times in my head, but none physically. So we'll see if that pays off or if it was a huge mistake. And we'll see about that pretty soon here, hopefully in the next few episodes. If it was a big mistake, it won't be a huge mistake. Alright, so this is nice and easy, tiled in, and then I think all we want to do, well, we want to sleep quick. But what's nice is nothing can spawn up here. And next day, or next night, we'll go onto that mountain and try to light up a bunch of it. Alright, so my thought process was we go ahead and do this part of the build, the sloped roof part of the build, and we go ahead and do all the way over to there, not quite to the end. Oh man, and these are hard when they're half slabs to get it right. I say not quite to the end because I'm not sure how we're going to want this thing to look. We want it to be thinner than the one up front. And these are our last 15. Okay, so after this, we're going to trade and maybe we'll work on the pavilion a little bit. But let's go get another look from up top, see how we're feeling. Yeah, I think that's going to end up looking pretty good. I think so. Alright, so we're going to keep rolling with it for now. Barring that we can get a little bit more resources. There we go. Alright. And since we don't exactly have resources at the moment, we are going to tear this down. The checkerboard is no good, but I think I do know where it will be good, and I think it'll be good outside. So we're going to try it again, and if you hate it, oh, he's holding dirt. Come on, come fight. That's, yep. Ow. Alright. He's gone. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Alright, so check this out. I would like to do this checkerboard pattern right out. I'd like to do it out here. So let's just see what we think of it. We don't have to keep it. And let's count first. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Perfect. So we need 18 of these. Let's make it like a checkerboard. Okay, so we'll start. No, we need to go 18. We'll start like this. That's 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. So if we did a checkerboard all the way out to here, this whole area would end up checkerboarded across. Wait. I'm confused. Oh, okay. Yeah. We're good. I'm thinking we could make a nice little statue in the middle here. There is a middle, right? I think so. The middle would be somewhere. And technically these count as one. So we'd stagger the statue a little bit closer to the treasury. But let's go get some perspective on that just for a quick second. Mr. Iron Golem. Yeah, I think that's going to end up being big enough. I think. I don't know. We could go bigger. And then I have a nice idea for kind of a lawn as well out the front of this, which I think will look really good. We're going to kind of stripe it, maybe with some regular grass and then some concrete, just another green block, and we'll give it like lawn stripes so it looks professionally mowed. But we're not doing that now. What we will do now is trade with our villagers a bit. We've got plenty of emeralds on us right now. So let's use them or lose them, as they say. Yeah, perfect. And it's just these quartz blocks we need. We don't need any pillars for a while. Especially when we're doing that roof. Really don't need pillars for the roof. I guess we should be healing our tools up whilst we do this. There we go. Let's go see. Yeah, we can get 2 stacks from these guys. So that's nice. A little over 2 stacks, I should say, to be more accurate. Alright, and that took a fair amount. That's what that took. Alright, get those all put away. Ender pearls go in here. We can set our spawn point. That's too far away. There we go. Set our spawn point and back to the roof. The main question is... I want to do the roof, but at the same time, we need to do these walls really bad. And that's kind of the less fun part at the moment, because the roof is new. We still don't know how we want to tie it together. But the walls, they're kind of old. Alright, we're going to do the walls. We're going to do a few of the walls at least. How many can we get? Let's get our pillars out. Grab those in case we need them. And how much does it cost to do one wall? It costs 3 of those. So let's go with 9. Maybe we do 3 walls. So that's 30 stairs. And I think this should be enough. But I'm silly. We need our glass panes too. There we go. Alright. We're good to go. Swing down here. And I have foolishly... We're going to need... Let's think about this. What we're actually going to do is go 1, 2, 3, 4. We need 10 more. We're going to do 4 segments, which means 1, 2, 3 will get us 2. There we go. Alright, now we're good. So, the thing I forgot about is this part. So if we do 4 segments over here, this should be good for us. Let's get cracking. Crack-a-lackin'. Alright. We go with quartz here. We could change these to underneath half slabs if we wanted, but I don't know if we want to. Alright. It goes like this. Let's just get a strong base. And I feel like every time we do this, we kind of have to relearn what we did in the past, which is a little unfortunate. There we go. And like that. Perfect. Alright. Now we go ahead and get our pillars in place. And at some point, we're going to have to listen to our music disc. 1, 2, 3. And I'm remembering a tip / trick. I don't think we're going to have enough quartz. Which is that. Do that first. So you do both walls, then you do that. The glass in the middle. Jeez Louise, I can't talk. My apologies. Alright. So what? We can go up 2. Yeah. 2. Throw in our stair. There we go. I think it's 2. It is 2. Perfect. Alright. And we're looking good. Let's go ahead and get our last ones in there. Alright. And now we go here, here, here. And then it ends up like this. Right? Right. Right as rain. There we go. And you go like this. It's tileable. It's easy. Nothing too difficult. We'd also like to sleep, but we would want to do this first. Oh my, I'm falling down. Like the bridge in London. I am falling down. Okay. I think this is right. And I don't think mobs can spawn on top of us. Well, they actually can a little bit. That should be fine. Yeah, we're going to be out of quartz. Almost for sure. We've only got 13 of it. That will not get us the rest of the build done. Unfortunately. Oh, and I forgot to go light up that hillside. That's annoying. All right, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we can only do one more segment. Oh, we could come back through and put glass on all these windows too at some point. So, some point is now, maybe? I don't know. Let's go through and try to do this medium level. Real quick, before we end today's episode, as always, thank you for making it this far. I really appreciate you. I know I say it almost every time that I remember. But if you're watching now, I specifically appreciate you a ton. Oh no. That makes you fall down. Okay, that's fine. Anyway, I was in the middle of appreciating you, so thank you. I appreciate it. I really have a good time making these, regardless of if anyone's watching. But knowing that someone, hey, heard my voice when I was talking about how I appreciate it, makes me feel good. So I appreciate that aspect of the fun part of YouTube. So thank you. Alright, we're pretty good. The build's really coming together. It's not perfect by any means, but we've made a great deal of progress. And I'm quite pleased. It is really coming together. We still need to get some glass on these windows and all the upper ones, but I think we can do the... No, we can't. The upper ones might be a tad bit annoying. Okay, that's fine. We've made progress, and that's important. Alrighty, well, thank you again for making it this far. I appreciate you a ton. We'll light that hill up and maybe AFK the creeper farm tomorrow. So, thank you again for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. We will see you tomorrow. Bye.